Hi friends, this is the Nifty update for 7th of February. Today is 6th of February. So first we will have a look at the chart and then the volume, and we will try to devise a plan for tomorrow. So for today the idea was to buy any kind of dip towards 12,050 or even 12,000, and any kind of rally towards 12,150 to 12,200 sell. And obviously just because it goes there we should not take any decision. Buying or selling should be done based on confirmation from the price itself. So today if you would have traded well, both sides you could have made money anyways. We'll see for tomorrow what is in store. So first let's look at the plain chart without any indicator. Okay, so now market is well above all the moving averages, short-term moving averages, that is 20, 10 and 50. Okay, so this is positive. However, today's candle is a doji. Okay, doji candle itself has no meaning. The meaning of the doji is dependent on the location. Okay, so if you see there is a range bound market, and if there is a doji, there is not much information from that. However, if the doji is coming at a resistance or at a support, then it has some meaning. Also in this kind of situation like today's market was in downtrend, there was a sharp sell up, then there was sharp recovery, and after 4 days we are having a doji. So this means indecision. That means doji means what? Open and close will be same, and the high and low are at equidistance. So basically today was indecision day. So now today's high and low becomes very, very critical for the next few days. So today's high is 12,160 and low is 11,950. Low is 12,085. Okay, so we need to take this into consideration, and after having all other data we'll try to devise the plan. Okay, so now let's look at the momentum. I always emphasize that we have to analyze the price, then the momentum, and then the volume. After that, two important things will be money management and your trading psychology. Okay, so we have looked at the price. Now we look at the momentum. You can use any kind of momentum indicator, doesn't matter, RSI, stochastic. So why generally prefer MACD? Okay, I have other indicators too. We'll have a look at them if there is any meaning from them for today. So MACD is, the histogram is increasing. That means the positive strength is still increasing, which is good for the market. Now let's have a look at few other indicators. If at all there is some meaning. No, stochastic is in the middle, nothing is there. RSI is showing strength. Yeah, and this ADX, initially the downtrend was increasing. Now this black line, if you see, it is coming down. That means the downtrend is diminishing. That is the reason now market is going up. Okay, so we'll not go into that. There is not much indication from there, though. Only thing is the downtrend is now getting over slowly. Okay, now let's have a look at the other indicator like the open interest. So now the Keltner channel is the low of the Keltner channel is 11,745 and high is 12,510. So we are basically in the middle, nothing from there. Okay, I always take this as my the very basic indicator, this 10 period moving average. This is like green light, red light in a traffic. So as long as market is above this, is good. Okay, this is a general indication, not like just because it is 10 above 10 EMA will buy and sell if it is below 10. But this is the I decide my trading decision based on this parameter a lot. Okay, provided there are confirmation from other indicators and data point too. Okay, MACD, we saw that the histogram is increasing, which is again good. Okay, so now we'll look at the maximum call open interest and put open interest and the build up. So this site is very good for this open interest data, QuantSap. Okay, either you can directly go to NSE. What I noticed, taking data from NSE takes time. Okay, so same data we can take it from here as well. So go to open interest. Okay, and now we have to change the expiry. Now 6th expiry is over, so make it 13th Feb. Okay, now this is open interest. So if you see here, first what we will do, we will only see the call. Okay, so the highest call open interest is at 12,200. That means this is the level which is going to be critical, or this is the resistance for this coming week. Okay, and where is the change in Y? Change in Y means where is the maximum change today. Okay, so open interest, this open interest is the total open interest at a particular level from the day the contract has started. Let's say this 13th February contract has started 1 week back. So every day people are adding call, writing calls here, and today's value, if you see, this is 11.72 lakhs. So this is the total build up till today from the start of the contract. Okay, change in Y is today at which strike price the maximum addition has happened. So that is also 12,200. So what this data is telling, call is telling that 12,200 is going to be very, very critical in the higher side for this week. Now we will see the put. Okay, so put, you have to play with this app a little bit so that you know what you are, how you want to see the data. So now put side, the maximum put open interest is at 12,100. So from the start of the contract people are writing put, and the highest open interest on put is at 12,100. So this is going to be very, very key for this week. Change in Y is where people have written maximum put today. So this is also 12,100. Okay, this is also 12,100, and this is 12,000. Sorry, the maximum put open interest which is outstanding is 12,000. Okay, and change in Y in the put side is at 12,100. Okay, so now this data I have taken. So if you see, 12,200 is going to be critical because maximum Y has shifted from 12,100 to 12,200, and put is at the same level 12,000, and today maximum call writing has shifted to 12,200 obviously, which is good because the resistance has gone up. Similarly, the support has also gone up from 12,000 to 12,100. However, because the maximum open interest is also at 12,200, today built up is also at 12,200. We have a doji whose high is now 12,160. That means this 12,160 to 12,200 is going to be very, very critical for tomorrow and next few days. Okay, now PCR we have to see tomorrow because today was expiry, so this PCR has to be adjusted. So I have just kept it here, but tomorrow this will be changed. Basically today there is no meaning, there will be no heavy position squared up. Okay, max pain has increased from 12,000 to 12,050, so which is good. I'll make separate video on max pain, but max pain you for simple use you can consider it like this: max pain is increasing means it's good, and decreasing means bad. Okay, that is how you have to use it. I will make a detailed video later. So max pain has increased from 12,000 to 12,050, which is good. Now VIX has decreased around 6 to 7%, I think. So which is good because VIX increasing is good for the market. And now again, this is a matter of concern. Yesterday we were discussing, right? FIs are still not buying. See, today they have sold 560 crores, so which is a matter of concern. Okay, so we had a doji, we are seeing call open interest at 12,200, and now FIs have sold, so we are now getting cautious. This is how I want to do my analysis, right? Don't have any bias. I have long position. Okay, actually I have long position, I have sold put, but what I try to do whenever I am doing the analysis, I try to be neutral as possible. I want to look at the data from a very, very neutral point of view, and after that, even if I have reverse position, I will exit tomorrow. Okay, so now I am getting negative views from the data. DIs have not bought enough. Okay, only 300 crores. Index future also very less, buying 200 crores. Index option today we have to ignore that because today was expiry, so heavy buying selling will be there. Okay, stock future again 600 crores, so there is very normal buying in the FNO side and by DIs, and FIs have in fact sold at the cash market, so which is a negative indication. Okay, so stock future they were 110 contract short, and today they are 108, so obviously they have reduced their short position. Okay, which is little bit good. Okay, From FIs through option their long short position. Previously it was 91, they were 91,000 contract short, now they are 72,000 contract short, so which is again good. But today's FNO data we should not look much because it is adjustment of the weekly expiry also. So from tomorrow we'll have a better view for this week. Okay, Nifty OI, now this is very good. See, Nifty OI has jumped from 147 to 162, that is 1 crore 62 lakhs contract in outstanding, but again it is expiry, so we need to be what you say, we should not put too much emphasis for today's data. Tomorrow should be fine. Okay, but Nifty OI we can consider. Mostly this option data we should not put too much emphasis on the expiry day, but Nifty OI is fine because this includes the monthly also. So this OI is increased a lot. Okay, which is good. So this is a conflicting data point also, that still market has strength. Even if FIs are not buying, someone else is buying. We don't know who is that person or who are those person, right? Okay, now we'll go to pivot point later. First we will look at this support is at 12,094 and 12,050. Okay, and resistance will be 170 and 203. So if you look clearly, R2 is coming at 12,200. So again 12,200 from the option data. Okay, from the pivot point analysis and from the chart, it is becoming very, very critical. Similarly, on the downside we should have good support around this 12,050 because we have the short term moving averages there, and the low is also today's low is 12,080. Okay, and this was the previous resistance around 12,030, before the budget day. So this 12,050 should be a good place for long entry, and any bounce towards 12,200 should be used to sell. Okay, now trade tomorrow we have no idea, that's why it is both means we can have trading decision or we can take trade both the side depending on how the market behaves. Okay, now I wanted to show you very, very important thing for the CPR, central pivot range, because this doesn't give indication every day, but the day it gives some kind of indication, the very next day or one day after the day it gives the indication, there is sizable move in the market. So now CPR is central pivot range. Basically central pivot range is, it is a mix of three lines. Okay, so one line is the pivot line for tomorrow, and there will be one line above that and one line below that based on today's highs and low. That's what you have to remember, that central pivot range is range, it is a range consists of three lines. The middle line is the pivot point for tomorrow, and we have a line higher than the pivot and we have a line below the pivot. So when this central pivot range is very, very narrow, these three lines are narrow, the next day, mostly the very next day or 1 or 2 days after that, we can have a very, very trending day. So idea is, whenever the CPR is less, we can have a trending day tomorrow. Let's say tomorrow we don't have a trending day, then the possibility of a trending day the next day becomes even more powerful. And let's say 3 days we don't have trending day and the CPR is very narrow, then it is like the chances of getting a trending day and a big move becomes very, very powerful. If you remember 2-3 days back, I think I got some follower in YouTube because of this view. Before the big day, big up day, this CPR was very less. So I had given one strategy: you take the first 15-minute high and low. If the high is crossed, you buy. If the low is crossed, you sell. Okay, and market went. We never knew that market will go that much, but that was the plan for tomorrow. So similar plan we have to take tomorrow. Tomorrow, what we should do? Wait for 15 minutes. Write down the high, write down the low. If the high is crossing in the next 15 minutes, you go long and keep the day low as stop loss. Okay. Similarly, if the day low is crossed, you go short and keep day high as stop loss. Very, very simple trade. You can also do it through option, but in option, please very, very careful. Don't put or hold your money into option. You should not put more than 4 to 5% in one option trade. Let's say you have 1 lakh, you should not buy more than 5,000. Okay, so tomorrow it looks like we might have a trending day. Which direction we don't know. Okay, which direction, seriously I don't know. I have long position, but few of the data looks negative. So I am ready for both the side. So if there is a 15-minute breakdown tomorrow, I'll exit and then I'll go short. In case there is a 15-minute breakout to the upside, I'll continue holding that. So for tomorrow, the idea is wait for first 15 minutes, write down the high, write down the low, or take down the high, take down the low. If the high is crossed, buy call. If the low is crossed, you buy put. But please don't buy call and put like with your whole money. Please don't use more than 5% of your total capital on any particular option trade. Okay. However, my idea is not to give you any kind of view. What we are trying to do here, we are looking at the chart, we are looking at the indicator, we are looking at the data point, and based on that we are devising a plan. So if your plan is something else based on the data, that is good enough. Only thing is you should be knowing what you are doing and why you are doing. Just by following someone you will never be able to become successful in the market. You should take your own decision based on your own analysis. Then only you can you can take full responsibility and it will grow anyways. So that is the plan for tomorrow. So take care, trade well, and see you again tomorrow.